Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our presentation. We are Team 5, and today we would like to present our idea that will disrupt financial services. Our idea is a carbon footprint feature that will not only enhance existing mobile banking apps, but also actively promote environmental awareness. This feature currently exists in a few Afterpay and post-purchasing companies, but it's not yet present in mobile banking. Therefore, we see an opportunity to enhance mobile banking experiences by measuring customers' emissions. In order to exemplify our feature's feasibility, we chose Revolut as an example of a successful case study. For those of you that are less familiar with Revolut, let me briefly describe the app and its services. Revolut is one of the most up-and-coming fintech companies in this sector. It is an app for both consumers and companies that provides a variety of online banking services. Revolut started in 2015 and has grown massively over the last few years. They currently have over 14.5 million customers and are supported in over 200 countries and regions. They also have 30 plus in-app currencies. The main online banking services that Revolut provides are transferring money in a variety of different currencies, investing in cryptocurrencies, stock trading, insurance, and purchasing products or holidays with cash back. The creators of Revolut wanted to shake up traditional banking and adapt it towards a younger demographic.
Which is where our idea of implementing a carbon footprint feature comes into play. Looking at this particular target group, we have come to the conclusion that there is a market for consumers interested in seeing their purchases' carbon impact. This environmentally conscious segment will be able to adjust their purchases based on the respective carbon impact and significantly reduce their overall emissions. The idea of a carbon footprint feature has been proven successful already in a few Afterpay and post-purchasing apps such as Klarna. Klarna is an app that is used for purchasing fashion, beauty, and luxury items, as well as for flights or holidays. Klarna provides payment options via 3 installments or within 30 days after your purchase. The most relevant function to our case is that they also offer a carbon footprint feature, as shown here. They introduced this feature on April 22, 2021, and it has been a phenomenal success ever since. Here you can see how much emissions your purchases emit, gain insights on your spending habits and your high-impact purchases, and get an understanding of how shopping and expenditures are related to your impact on climate change. The data will be presented to you via a graph that shows your CO2 emissions per kilogram on a monthly basis. It will also provide a comparative analysis of national and global averages to help you understand your scale and impact.
We see the importance of providing these long-term trends and analytics, but because the statistics only become visible after a purchase is made, it hinders consumers' carbon optimization while they're shopping. We see an opportunity to give our customers access to this data in real time. Not only will we provide the same carbon feature as Klarna, we also want to enable purchase alerts for customers that are buying high carbon producing products such as plane tickets, or when buying from companies that are notorious for their poor environmental practices, such as fast fashion conglomerates like Shein. We would allow all of our customers access to their carbon data, and if they choose to, they would have the ability to turn on alerts to potentially prevent high emission purchases. Adding these features to a mobile banking app like Revolut can help customers become much more aware of their carbon footprint and make a real effort to minimize their negative impact on the environment. It would also be beneficial to the image and reputation of Revolut because it will enhance their current environmental standards.
In order to understand the technology behind this feature, we will dive deeper into what Klarna and their competitors are using. The way the Klarna carbon footprint feature works is through the Economy's Eland Index API. The API calculates impact based on the sector using merchant category codes, invoice, or similar factors, enabling all customers to understand the environmental impact of every digital transaction they make. The service is cloud-based through AWS, which is known for its scalability and security. Any access to the economy's API services requires mutual TLS, which is a successor protocol to SSL. Then the solution is based on OAuth 2 protected resources published as HTTP REST APIs through the AWS API Gateway. Within this field, there are similar businesses such as Normative that also offer carbon footprint tracking systems. For instance, Normative is the official software provider for the SME Climate Hub, which is a UN initiative for SMEs to achieve their targets of committing to net zero, backed by companies such as Google. Meaning, companies such as Doconomy and Normative are the perfect companies to support carbon footprint features with their softwares. Although it is also important to note that not all data is secure enough to process. Not all digital transactions have collectible data. Therefore, it is important to take into consideration that the carbon footprint feature is only as viable as the data it has access to. As more companies like Doconomy and Normative continuously develop and improve their softwares, the larger the potential impact in the future. In short, adding the carbon footprint feature will not only provide accessibility to important data at no extra cost, it will also increase customers' awareness of their environmental impact and create the opportunity for real change. Increasing transparency and allowing customers to have the information they need to optimize their purchasing decisions will help companies such as Revolut disrupt the financial services industry whilst enhancing human life by increasing environmental responsibility. To conclude our presentation, we would like to thank you for your time, and if you have any more questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you.